Hello there, soulmates. It's your girl, Dr. Melissa, back with another mind-shifting, soul-stirring episode of Standing on Business, where it's not just business, it's personal. Today, we're diving into one of the most powerful tools in your entrepreneurial arsenal, and that's your mindset. We're going to be talking about how to cultivate the mindset of a successful entrepreneur by breaking free from those limiting beliefs and embracing a growth mindset that can help push you toward your goals. Now, as always, let me tell you, when I first started my business, I had all the passion and purpose in the world, but my mindset was a hot mess. You see, I was plagued by doubts and fears and beliefs that were holding me back from my true potential. You know, when I think back on it, I would look at other successful business owners and think, I could never do that. I'm not smart enough. I'm not skilled enough. I'm not confident enough. I didn't come from the right background. I didn't have the right pedigree. But let me tell you, soulmates, those beliefs, they were lies. They were lies that I had internalized from my past experiences. They were lies that I had internalized and embraced from societal messages. Most of all, they were lies from my own inner critic. The inner me was the enemy. And let me tell you, those lies were keeping me stuck, small, and always scared. It wasn't until I started doing the deep inner work of shifting my mindset that things began to change. You see, I realized that those beliefs were not fixed truths, but they were malleable perceptions that I could change with intention and with practice. So I started being intentional about catching myself in those moments of negative self-talk. And then I would consciously choose to reframe my thoughts. Let me tell you an exercise of how I did this. It was my own little internal visualization. When I would catch myself engaging in that inner critic, those negative thoughts, I would imagine myself catching those beliefs like a ball, like, oh, and then I would picture myself throwing them back. No, no, no. Is that true? Wait a minute. I'm not capable. Wait a minute. Is that true? No. Let me throw that thought away. And I would practice this on a regular. Okay. And then I got intentional about surrounding myself with people and with resources that would support a growth mindset. Those are the two mindsets, a fixed mindset and a growth mindset. And I'm going to tell you, when I did that, slowly but surely, I began to break free from the limiting beliefs that had been holding me back all my life. And let me tell you, when you make that shift from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset, it's like unlocking a hidden superpower. I know that's not an overstatement. Somebody is saying, come on. No, I'm telling you, that's not an overstatement. You see, suddenly, for me, challenges became opportunities for learning and growth. Just with that shift in my mindset. The same thing that I would have called a challenge, a opposition, a problem became an opportunity to learn and to grow. With that growth mindset and that shift in my mindset, failures became feedback and stepping stones to success. You see, when you make that shift, your potential becomes limitless because you know that your abilities are not set in stone, but can be developed and expanded with some effort and dedication. But don't take it from me, okay? The science of mindset is well established and the evidence is clear. Your beliefs about yourself, your beliefs about your abilities have a profound impact on your performance and your outcomes. Now, I don't want to get geeky on you, but listen, studies have shown that individuals with a growth mindset are more resilient in the face of setbacks, which will happen. They're more open to feedback and learning, and they're more likely to achieve their goals than those with a fixed mindset. Did I make the case? I hope I did. So I hope now that you're asking yourself, Dr. Melissa, how can I cultivate a growth mindset? I'm so glad you asked. It starts with awareness. You can't address or fix anything that you are not aware of. Okay, when we have those blind spots, oftentimes we're just simply unaware. So it starts with the awareness. I want you to start by paying attention to your self-talk and to the stories that you're telling yourself about your abilities and your potential. When you catch yourself in a limiting belief, I want you to pause and I want you to question it. Is this really true? Wait a minute. Nobody likes me. I'll never fit in. Is this true? Is this serving me well? This thought of never fitting in, this thought of people not liking me, people not accepting me, is this serving me? If it's not, I want you to engage in that visual exercise that I spoke about a few moments ago. I want you to look at it, examine it, and then I want you to Babe Ruth, throw it away. I don't know if Babe Ruth was a pitcher. No, he wasn't. Yeah, Babe Ruth, I don't think he would have thrown it away. I think he was like batting, but okay, I digress. Take that thought and I want you to throw it away. It's not serving me. I'll never be good enough. I'm not smart enough. I'm not pretty enough. Is that true? And if you're saying yes, by whose definition? Like who set the standard? What standard are you looking at when you are coming up with that assessment of yourself? Smart by what standard? Pretty, attractive by what standard? Good enough by whose standard? Is it true? Because I'm telling you, if that's true, that you're not smart, it means you've never accomplished anything. And if that's the truth, then okay. But at least make the case. If you're going to walk around and if you're going to believe that, and if you're going to hold that as your personal truth, that is your choice. But I want you to be able to stand on it. Make the case for it. If you're not capable, that means you've never accomplished anything. And so if that's true, then that's true. But if you've ever accomplished anything, then saying I'm not capable is not true because you have evidence to the contrary. So I want you to ask yourself, is it true? Is it serving me well? Is that thought that nobody likes me serving me? Probably not, because it probably affects your confidence and how you show up. And next, I want you to ask yourself, what would be a more empowering way to look at the situation? How could I view the situation that would be more empowering? Nobody likes me, makes me feel small, makes me feel alone, as opposed to I walk in a room and people like me. I'm a likable person. I mean, who wouldn't like me? I'm fantastic. I'm dope, right? Just reframing it that way affects how I show up. Okay? So, what would be a better way to view that situation? Think on that for a little bit. We're going to take a quick 30-second break. Go freshen your coffee, get a sip of water, take a potty break, and then come right back. Because then we're going to talk about some practical strategies for how to shift your mindset. See you in a few.
Welcome to a unique brew of perspectives. What's the Tea with Gen XYZ is your one-stop spot for a fresh take on today's burning issues. Representing 3 generations, a Gen X icon, a millennial maverick, and a Gen Z trailblazer stir up conversations ranging from social justice to pop culture. They'll bring the heat, spill the honest truth, and find common ground across the years. Expect humor, candor, and perhaps a dash of healthy debate. Enlightening, insightful, and sure to stir the pot. Stay tuned for a stimulating dialogue that bridges the generation gap, one cup at a time.
Okay, so welcome back to Standing on Business with Dr. Melissa. Now, before the break, we talked about the power of a growth mindset. Now, let's dive into some practical strategies for breaking free from limiting beliefs and engaging in a more empowered and powerful way of thinking. Now, one of my favorite tools is affirmations. What are affirmations? Affirmations are positive statements that you repeat to yourself to retrain and rewire your brain for success. They are powerful, I promise you. They can be as simple as I am capable and worthy of achieving my goals. Or they could be as specific as I easily attract abundance and opportunity into my business. You see, the key is to choose affirmations that feel authentic and inspiring to you, and then to repeat them regularly, especially when you're feeling doubtful or discouraged. For me, I do affirmations daily, every single day. I have a set of affirmations that I repeat. Typically, for those when I'm really trying to change a behavior, I'm specific and intentional about making sure that I do that at least 21 days, because typically 21 days is the time frame that it takes to build in a habit or to change a mindset. My affirmations have changed over the years. I try not to do any more than 10 because then it's just overwhelming. But when there's something I'm really trying to work on, the times when I really felt not confident, my affirmation was, I am bold and confident, right? And I would repeat that daily to remind myself. I had them on my mirror, my bathroom mirror, because I didn't want to forget or get caught up in the busyness of my day. So when I went to the bathroom and I knew I was going to go to the bathroom before my day started, at least I hope you do, okay? There's some business that needs to be taken care of on a daily basis, but I would have those affirmations on my mirror, okay? So affirmations are wonderful. If you are struggling with that, reach out to me, because I actually have some free tools that I can give you that can help you get started with affirmations. I'd love to provide that to you. Now, another powerful practice is visualization. Without a vision, the people perish. So here's the thing with visualization. I want you to take time every day to just close your eyes and vividly imagine yourself achieving your goals. Imagine yourself embodying the qualities and mindset of a successful entrepreneur. So when I say vividly, I want you to see yourself getting out of the convertible. I want you to see yourself in your business attire, maybe carrying a briefcase, walking up the stairs to your building, getting off the elevator and going into your corner office that's glass encased, putting down your briefcase and sitting in your leather chair at your executive desk and starting your day. I want you to picture what it feels like, what it sounds like. Vividly imagine yourself. I want you to see yourself confidently pitching your product, gracefully navigating your challenges, and then joyfully celebrating your wins. Imagine you're standing at the head of the boardroom, and the room is filled with people that are hanging on your every word. You see, the more you train your brain to expect and believe in your success, the more you're going to start to see it manifest in your reality. And again, I'll say this time and time again, it is crucial to surround yourself with people and influences that support a growth mindset. So seek out coaches, mentors, colleagues, friends, people who believe in your potential and challenge you to grow. Surround yourself with people who feed you and don't just need you. I want you to read books, listen to podcasts or TV shows, and then attend events that expand your mind and inspire you to think bigger. In other words, immerse yourself with people and activities who train you and don't drain you. Curate, be intentional about having an environment to reinforce the beliefs and behaviors that align with your goals. Birds of a feather flock together. It's a oldie but goodie, okay? And perhaps the most important is to embrace failure as a necessary part of your growth process. You see, when you encounter setbacks or make mistakes, resist the urge to beat yourself up or give up. That's that old fixed mindset of limiting beliefs. Instead, I want you to get curious. What can you learn from this experience? How can you use this thing that looks like failure to improve and evolve? You see, soulmate, failure is not a reflection of your worth or your potential. Failure is not final, and failure is not fatal. Failure is foundational. Failure is formative. Failure is feedback that you're stepping outside of your comfort zone and daring to grow. You got to remember that mindset is a muscle. The more you flex it, the stronger it becomes. So every day you have a choice. You can buy into your limiting beliefs, or you can invest in your limitless potential. Soulmates, one of the most powerful phrases in the world is, I am. And for those of you who ascribe to the Christian faith, you already know who I am represents. But even beyond a religion perspective, I am is a statement. It's a declaration. Because whatever you attach to I am, you are. So choose wisely, soulmates. Your mindset matters, more than you know. Okay, so now it's time for our live Q&A segment, which I love because I get to connect with you all directly and answer your burning questions about how to cultivate a growth mindset. So questions from the community came pouring in on this. It was a hot topic. So we're going to take a few. Our first question comes from Cynthia. And Cynthia wrote, I'm really struggling with imposter syndrome in my business. I feel like I'm not qualified or experienced enough to be successful. How do I overcome this limiting belief? Oh, Cynthia, I feel you. Listen, we talked about imposter syndrome a few weeks ago on this show. So be sure to go back and look at that episode as well. And the reason why I'm taking this question, even though it's a topic that we delved into a few weeks ago, is that one of the biggest limiting beliefs, one of the biggest mind shifts that need to happen has to do with imposter syndrome. It's a biggie. Imposter syndrome is a sneaky beast that can rob even the most brilliant and capable entrepreneurs of their confidence and their momentum. But here's the thing. Imposter syndrome is not a reflection of your actual abilities. It's actually a distorted perception that's based on fear and self-doubt. So, the first step to overcoming this is to recognize it for what it is. When those feelings of fraudulence start to creep in, go back to my exercise. I want you to pause and label them and say to yourself, nah, that's not true. That's that imposter syndrome talking. That's that limiting belief talking. When you do this, this will help to create some distance between you and the belief. And it reminds you that it's not the truth of who you are. And then, of course, next, I want you to challenge that belief with evidence. Go back, make that list of all of the things and all of the ways that you are qualified and capable of achieving your goals. Go back, look at your past successes, look at your skills and your experiences. Look at the value that you've created for your clients, your customers, others, your family. And then I want you to focus on the facts and not the fears. Where your focus goes, your energy goes, and your results grows. So shift your focus from the fears to the facts. Now, Cynthia, it can also help to reframe your definition of expert because a lot of imposter syndrome is steeped in this whole thing of you're not good enough, you don't know enough, people are going to realize that you don't know everything you need to know. Here's the thing. You don't need to know everything or have all of the answers to be successful. In fact, if that was the litmus test for being successful, nobody would be. You simply need to know more than the people that you're serving and then be committed to continuously learning and growing. Embrace the identity of a lifelong learner and then trust that your expertise will expand as you take action and gain more experience. And Cynthia, lastly, I know I've gone along with this, you guys. You can tell this is like my hot button. Practice self-compassion. Treat yourself with the same kindness and encouragement that you would offer to a friend or family member. Talked about that before. Remind yourself that everyone, even the most successful entrepreneurs, experience doubts and insecurities at times, including your coach. It's a normal part of the growth process. What matters is how you choose to respond to those thoughts and keep taking imperfect action toward your goals. You got this. You got this. Keep shining your light and keep taking one bold, brave step at a time. I hope that was helpful. Our next question comes from one of our few forward-thinking men. I always say we are a community of women and a few forward-thinking men, and we've got quite a few men. Michael is one of them. Michael asks, I've been trying to adopt a growth mindset, but I keep finding myself slipping back into old patterns of negative thinking. How can I make the mindset shifts stick? Great question, Michael. Here's what I'm going to tell you. Mindset work is an ongoing practice and not a one and done event. So it's completely natural to have moments of relapse or resistance, especially when you're first starting to rewire your brain for success. Totally normal. So here's one key to making mindset shifts stick, and that is repetition. What you do consistently will become who you are eventually. I want you to marinate on that. The more you practice new beliefs and thought patterns, the more they'll become ingrained as habits. So, set reminders for yourself to pause and check in with your mindset throughout the day. Like, okay, now's the time where I'm going to go back and reflect on my morning. What kind of thoughts did I entertain? Go back and look at that. And then make it a daily ritual to read your affirmations, to visualize your success, engage in that visualization that we talked about, and then to engage in growth-oriented activities, even if it's just for a few minutes. Most people say, I don't have time to do that. Make the time. We make time for what's important to us. And I'm not talking about you need a whole day to do this. A few minutes, just a few minutes, a 5-minute quick check in with yourself, with your affirmations, with maybe a quick motivational moment on a podcast, whatever. Make the time. Now, Michael, it also helps, and you're doing this because you're a part of the community, it helps to have accountability and support. That way you can share your mindset goals with a trusted friend, a coach, a mastermind group, much like we do in our accountability groups in the community. You can ask them to check in with you regularly. You can offer encouragement and perspective with what you're struggling with. Have those transparent, vulnerable conversations. And then make sure that you're surrounding yourself with people who are committed to growth, people who are committed to positivity, because they can make a huge difference in your ability to sustain your mindset shifts. Another powerful tool, Michael, is to celebrate your progress. You know, we do this in the community with our shout outs. I want you to acknowledge and appreciate every time you catch yourself in a limiting belief and you chose to reframe it. Every time you take a risk or you face a challenge with a growth mindset, every time you bounce back from a setback with resilience and learning, I want you to celebrate it, because the more you reinforce your new beliefs with positive emotions and experiences, the more deeply they'll take root. Mindset mastery that we're talking about is a lifelong journey. There is no finish line or perfect destination. So be patient and compassionate with yourself as you continue to grow and evolve. Every step, every stumble, every shift is a victory worth celebrating. I hope that was helpful and answered your question, Michael. Whew! What a transformative conversation. As we wrap up this episode, I want to leave you with a challenge. I want you to take a deep and honest look at your current mindset. What beliefs are holding you back from your full potential? What stories are you telling yourself about your abilities and your limitations? And most importantly, what beliefs and stories do you want to cultivate moving forward? And then I want you to write down your growth mindset goals and commitments. Make them specific, measurable, and meaningful to you. And then, soulmates, take action. Start implementing the strategies that we've discussed today. Start with your affirmations. Surround yourself with positivity and support. Celebrate your progress along the way and trust that every mindset shift, no matter how small, is planting the seeds for a harvest of success and fulfillment beyond your wildest dreams. Remember, your mindset matters. It's the lens through which you view yourself, your business, and your potential. So, choose to see through the lens of growth, of possibility, of endless opportunities. Because that, soulmates, is the truth of who you are and what you're capable of. So, soulmates, I want to thank you so much for tuning in to Standing on Business with Dr. Melissa. I hope today's discussion has ignited a fire within you to embrace your authenticity, prioritize your growth, and infuse your business with purpose. If you want more information about me, please visit our website, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and follow me on all my socials. And then, if you're ready to take your business to the next level and align it with your purpose, I want to invite you to join our free community, the My Soul Purpose community. There, you'll have an opportunity to connect with like-minded entrepreneurs, gain clarity on your purpose, and develop a roadmap for aligning your business with your authentic self. This community is absolutely free. So, to secure your spot and to learn more about it, you can join us at community.purposeprofitess.com. I cannot wait to serve and support you there. So join me next week as we dive deeper into the strategies and mindset shifts needed to build a purpose-driven business. Remember, you are purposeful and you are powerful. I truly believe in you, and I cannot wait to see all of the incredible things that you're going to achieve. So until next time, keep standing up, keep standing out, and keep standing, that's right, on business. Bye for now.